As the season is coming to an end, the time to reflect begins. And I have been reflecting on this one thing actually for a couple of years now. It's not garden related, but content creating related. I have been going back and forth whether or not to share. I've always been scared to share something personal, afraid people would know, and then they would judge me. At the same time, I want to share so you will understand me and those you might come across in real life better, so you could show some compassion and flexibility. In fact, I know people in real life have already judged me without knowing the real reason. So these are the reasons why I want to share now. It's time. As you watch me do some fall cleaning and pruning, I want to share a personal struggle that has affected my everyday life, and that is living with a learning disability and how making YouTube content has been a great fit. I know what you may be thinking right now. What disability? I don't see it. And most people don't. I appear normal. Some people might even consider me smart in some areas, which is normal for people with learning disabilities. Our mental ability on a graph shows hills and valleys. It means we are very strong compared to the average person in some areas, but very weak compared to the average person in some areas. These hills and valleys result in gaps in learning and processing information of some sort. My specific learning disability is in the areas of auditory processing and global short-term memory, especially with new information, resulting in my inability to process language efficiently. It becomes very noticeable when I do something new, like starting a new job. If you have been listening to me talk in a live way in most of the videos, you might be able to sense my struggle. Basically, I process information slower, especially new information. Imagine having a processing machinery that is outdated, drunk, or even sleepy. That's how I feel about mine. So talking and thinking on camera or in a public speaking kind of way, like giving presentation, is challenging due to three things happening at once, it seems. The introvertness, the disability, and the anxiety. In fact, I don't know what came first, the disability or the introvertness, but I know the anxiety came whenever time was the issue. For example, instead of doing the work at hand, my mind would be flooded with thoughts of being slow, and as a result, I would become even slower in getting things done. Basically, it becomes a vicious cycle of being shy, thinking I'm slow, and trying to talk and think at the same time. You're probably thinking I'm talking and thinking fine right now, and that is correct. I'm able to talk more coherently in this video because I wrote everything down and reading it to you right now, but it took a while to organize everything in a coherent way. Perhaps doing a voiceover with a script and then adding live videos of me talking here and there would be the best option for me given my learning disability. That is something that I'm still exploring. What does learning disability look like in the real world? In the real world, like in the workplace, unless we physically look like we're disabled, coworkers, supervisors, managers, and employers might not even give us grace and support, even though employers legally should accommodate people with learning disability. I feel like we are the forgotten people in the workplace. If they know ahead of time, they might not hire us. And if they hire us and they realize that we are slow within that 90-day period, they might not even keep us. They don't even want to try to find out why and try to support us. If employers give us the right support, people like me can become great at what we do in the workplace. How does having a learning disability impact YouTube content creating? Well, I cannot speak for others, but for me, it has been a great fit. Of course, I still have the same challenges, but I get to work independently without distraction and at my own pace. I can reshoot if I made a mistake. I can edit things out, add extra info I forgot to mention. I can even do a voiceover, etc. I know that I take longer than most content creators who complete a video, and my content is still not that good yet. But the best part is the freedom to work at my own pace, and that has been a blessing. Maybe one of you out there has the same kind of disability as me or another type. It's not something people like to talk about. In fact, only people very close to me know I have this disability, but maybe not in great detail. Like, for example, how it has affected my well-being all these years. If you do have a learning disability, how has life been for you personally and publicly, like in the workplace? If you would like to learn more about my situation, like when I realized I was different than most people, or how I was able to go to and finish college and went on to professional school, please let me know. With that, thank you so much for watching and listening to me today. I hope you found this video helpful and fun to watch. Until my next video, take care and bye for now.